with you. To answer the question around the rice mill, so the challenge that we have is that is the biggest mill in the country. We're challenged by feedstock. It's paddy. We have two aggregators, FX, and Lagos Commodity Exchange that we've given commitment to look for paddy for us. One of the things that has happened is that paddy is not easily growable in the southern part of the country. We have farmland in Ogun State. We have farmland in Osun State. We have the small ones in Lagos. But it cannot meet up with the size and the capacity of the mill, right? And one of the things that we realized that, even up north, there are a few issues around paddy. So for our mill, we're going to be having a conversation with the Minister for Transport and with the federal government. If they can permit us, to do a one-off, importation of paddy, the mill that we have there can take 2 vessels. They have enough service that will take 2 vessels of paddy. And that can take us for 8 months to 9 months production of close to 2 million bags of 50 kg. So if we have that exemption, so that we can use that, to encourage the rice farmers, to still, because what we hear is the challenges of people not going back to the market, not going back to their farms on time, and so we cannot get, enough. In fact, to say to you, sir, some of the parties that we're expecting from the north, we even have to write to some of my colleague governors for them to give us passage to be able to drive down this paddy, because the conversation is like some are being smuggled out or some. We don't want to listen to that. But it's a long journey, 800 kilometers, 1,000 to drive down, and because we're waiting. It's not a mill where you can kickstart, stop. If you're going to run in that ground. So we need to have, the silos there are 16 massive silos of almost 32,000 metric tons. 2 vessels of paddy can fill up that place. And we will be able, to, on a very large scale, be able to populate, the citizens, with stable, food like rice. So we will be pursuing that opportunity, with the federal government, right? And I'm also using it, I'm speaking publicly. If there's any paddy aggregator, any paddy rice that they know that they can send us that, we're willing to buy. Our funds are out there, to buy this paddy. So in a medium to short term, these are some of our solutions at ensuring that we can, in all of the verticals, we can touch, our citizens in one form or the other. But the question is the how. To make it a lot more very transparent and be people-driven, right? We have used a mechanism before, which is we had all the trade union members, we had the religious leaders members, we have the CDC, CDA as members of the monitoring and the distribution channel. But immediately today, I'm also setting up another economic advisory team. Well, I don't want to use economic, but like an advisory team that is bipartisan. I've identified, the secretary of PDP, for example. I've identified the former chairman of Labour Party that is in the House of Rep, for example. I've identified Mrs. Odumak as an example of civil society. The chairman of the Guilds of Editors will join us. The chairman of NLC will join us. The local government chairman will join us. The chair of the local government will join us. A representative from the House of Assembly will join us. One religious leader, a Christian, Muslim, and deputy and I will form the team. An economist like Fagbero Byron, who is also, a public commentary, a lady who is very sensitive to consumer price protection. Let's let all of these people advise us, rethink all of these things that I've said, tell us that this will not be enduring, think through this, right? But also ensure that the distribution is completely not people that knows the governor or knows the deputy governor, so that we can, be transparent, with our intentions, of helping Lagosians out. And it's also an opportunity for me to advise, other sectors. Like I said, government is just one arm. Everybody knows that government is an enabler. We're not the real, employer of. So MSMEs, let's be creative. If you don't need to have all your tailors come the same day, be very creative. give them a flexible work hours. The private sector companies, right? It's a time where we need to, as stakeholders in this country, we need to reduce the effect of profitability and keep life alive, right? It's not all about shareholder value again and ensuring that it is profit, profit, profit for our stakeholders. No. How about the citizens that have been very committed, purchasers of your goods or consumers of your product? At what point in time can we all, just slow down and ensure that we can give back? We did it during COVID. As a city, as a state, we all came out to support ourselves. This is also a clarion call. And what is happening is not peculiar, to Nigeria alone. It's everywhere, and every country has to, think through, come inside, and think of a local solution. And that's why I'm using this opportunity to call all my friends in the private sector. Let's think of how to support them. This morning, I called one of them again. I said, I need about 100,000 boxes. Spaghetti, Indomie, 100. Just give me a combo. 100,000, not for sale. And these are some of the things that we're going to be, So the logistics of that, we'll see it in the next couple of days. So do something like that. Look at how you need to help people to keep that your factory safe, to keep that your office safe. Because it's only when the city, is peacefully safe that, we can all begin to talk about profitability and ensuring that we have, shareholder value and the rest of it. What we're going through, is a time for all of us to see who can play what, and let's, be able to hold each other and know that there are no difficult times that stays forever. Even spiritually, there are times of famine, right? I mean, so it's that time in which we need to just pull back, weather the storm, and then believe that, things will turn around. No situation stays forever, but it's the ability to weather the storm during those difficult times that truly, really defines, mankind and humanity.